Hello students, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is the butterflies story. It is chapter number 5 and page number 33. So all of you take out your books. It's butterflies story. You have seen butterflies, they are very beautiful to look at. As we like to observe their activities, someone like to catch them, but it's not fair to catch them because they are the beauty of nature. So what we are going to learn from this chapter, that is the value of this chapter, is self-reliance. It is belief in yourself. Okay, so let's read it. It's a kind of poem, but it's not so rhythmic poem. It's a prose poem. A man found the cocoon of a butterfly. You know cocoon? Cocoon is a stage in butterfly's life. Okay. After the caterpillar, it converts itself into a shell-like formation, and it is called cocoon. And from cocoon, a butterfly emerges. So a man found a cocoon of a butterfly. One day a small opening appeared. Small opening from the cocoon. It's a small hole appeared from where butterflies came out of the cocoon. He sat and watched the butterfly for several hours because he didn't want to miss the chance to watch the butterfly coming out. As it struggles to squeeze its body through the tiny hole, then it stopped. So it was trying to come out by struggling itself, by squeezing and moving its body through that tiny hole, because it has to come out from that tiny hole. That is why it was squeezing its body. Then it suddenly stopped the squeezing, as if it couldn't go further, that he had given up the effort to coming out. So the man decided to help the butterfly. He took a pair of scissors and snipped off the remaining bits of cocoon. So with a scissor, the man started to snip off the remaining bits of cocoon and wanted to help the butterfly come out of that cocoon. The butterfly emerged easily. So the butterfly emerged out of the cocoon easily with the help of the man, but it had a swollen body and shriveled wings. So its body was not fully matured one and shriveled. That means it was trembling. Its wings were not so firm to fly off. The man continued to watch it, expecting that any minute the wings would enlarge. So the man was expecting that the butterfly which completely emerges itself into a mature butterfly, but the wings were not so large, and the man wanted to see the changes that it could make to make it a complete butterfly. Expand enough to support the body. The wings of the butterfly balances the body of the butterfly. So it supports the body. Neither happened. So according to the thought of the man, happened nothing. In fact, the butterfly spent the rest of its life crawling around. It was never able to fly. So what is the main thing which we came to know by this small piece of the poem? It's all about that if you struggle in your life to survive, then it must help you to make yourself strong. You must be strong enough to fight out with the nature, with the happenings that is going around you, and your limbs would also be strong enough to support you. So the man helped the butterfly to come out of the cocoon, and it was not the proper time to come out for the butterfly. So it was not developed fully. That is why it was disabled. It was a disabled kind of butterfly uh, from all through its life. So it never make out to fly for even a single time, and it crawled around itself, and it didn't make out to know that what is the joy of flying. It was never able to fly. So that is very depressing. What the man in his kindness and haste did not understand. So the man thought that it was kind for him to help the butterfly to come out of the cocoon, but he cannot understand that he had done a blunder. The blunder that make the life of the butterfly very much disappointed. The restricting cocoon, so it restricted the cocoon to mature itself completely, and the struggle required by the butterfly to get through the opening was a way of forcing the fluid from the body into the wings so that it would be ready for flight. So it's a biological way in which the butterfly makes itself strong, and the wings makes strong by the process. So what is that process? That when it tried to come out of the tiny hole, a fluid came out of the body of the butterfly, and with that fluid it flows into the wings of the butterfly, and with the help of the fluid the wings becomes stronger, and it helps the butterfly to fly throughout his life in search of foods, in search of shelter, everything. So it didn't happen with that butterfly, which got the help of the man, and that is why it was not matured completely into the wings so that it would be ready for flight once that was achieved. So that was the first flight which the butterfly tries in its coming when it comes out from the cocoon, and that is its first flight, and which it never achieved in its life. It was very unfortunate with the butterfly. Sometimes struggles are exactly what we need in our lives. So struggle makes us strong. Struggle gives us the enthusiasm to become successful in our life. So if we don't struggle in our life, we cannot understand the value of the success. We cannot understand the values of some persons in our life, that is our father, mother, or our family members who helps us, like the fluid, who helps us to become strong in our life. So in our struggle we learn many things from the outer world. We understand, we easily understand that there are some problems in our life, and we have to struggle out of that problem, and in your problem there is no one going to help you, because it is your struggle, because it is your life which you have to fight out yourself. When a small child goes into a school, so it was the first experience for him or her in the school. So in school he or she meet with some different kind of experiences. Like there are some kids who are very friendly, who shares their tiffin with them, who helps them in doing a work in a group. But there are some students also who are not at all cooperative, and either they are pushing them or beating them, and they quarrel among each other. So this is a kind of experience which the child gets in his or her life in the first day of the school. And some child feels it very scary to go to the school, but some childs cope up with it from the first day of the school. The child who are scary in their life to go to the school, they become habituate with that thing, and day by day they struggle with the situation, and they came to know how to tackle with this kind of things. So that is the thing we have to face in each of our life, whether it is the experience of your school, whether you are going to some places, whether you are going to give some examinations, whether it is the first one or the all the examinations you have to give in your life, and whether you are going for a job in the office,
Same feeling.
and whether you are going for a business trip, and whatever you do in your life, the first thing you have to learn that there are many problems in our life, and we have to struggle it out with our experience, with our outreachness, and with our presence of mind. So that is the thing the chapter gives us as the value in our life. As I have told you earlier, that when you are reading value education or moral science, it is not always the thing that you have to score the marks in this subject. You have to do what you have to learn the things, you have to know what is good, what is bad in your life, you have to understand the most important values for your life, which will make you to be a successful person, rather a good human being in your life. So that is the aim and ambition of the moral science or the value education. So through this chapter, we came to know about the struggles in our life, which makes us more strong, which makes us more tedious in our job, which makes us achieve our success in our life. So, going through life with no obstacles would cripple us. We, as we have experienced, many of us experienced that in this period of corona pandemic, we are confined in our houses, and there are no scope to go out or practice our day-to-day life in every aspect. So that makes us some kind of dumb creatures who are now scary of going out in the work field. So that is a very pathetic situation for us. So it was an inevitable fact that we have to face in our life. We never faced it before, but this is a phase of our life which just came in our life, and we have to struggle it out with patience, with awareness, with courage, and with your sporting spirit. Okay, so we have to take life as it is. The life you have to face it, you have to struggle it out with. Okay, so if you don't do it, you will be a crippled one. That is a crooked person who never knows how to tackle with someone, how to go outward, how to struggle with the problems that comes to his or her life. So we will not be as strong as we could have been, and we would never fly. So like the butterfly, here the meaning of fly is quite a different thing. Here the meaning of fly means that your achievements in your life. So if you becomes a crippled one like that deformed butterfly, so you will not be strong enough to struggle in your life, to be successful in your life, successful in both. You have to successful in your life to achieve your ambition, and you have to be successful in your life to be a good human being for yourself and for the persons or for the family members you have surrounding you. So that is the good thing that you have to learn from this chapter. Okay, so here are some word meanings. You have to notice that and learn these word meanings like cocoon, restricting, obstacle, image. Okay, and in our later class I will discuss about the question answers of this chapter. Okay, so learn the chapter very carefully and and thank you for today.